Newark. Welcome to Teen Talk Newark, the last episode of Teen Talk Newark. I'm one of your co-hosts, Mekih Harrison, and this is also Brian.
What's up, guys?
Today's topic is just gonna be basically a reflection of, because if you guys didn't know, me and Brian are both seniors. We're getting ready to walk out of Barringer and go straight to whatever we do after high school. But we're just gonna reflect on basically all 4 years that we've, been in Barringer.
Going through hell.
How did you start off your freshman year?
I didn't really know much. I was coming back from Ecuador. Remember, I was like bony, very bony. I was anorexic, and I know how to speak English very well because I've been there for a year. I came back and I was just nervous because I'm from New York. I lost all my friends, and I came over here to start a new life. So I was pretty much trying to get a hang of everything. So, yeah.
I started my freshman year when I went to this school. I went to this school, and I remember my first moment in freshman year was going to science class, and this is where I met my first friend. I call her my sister. I sat behind her, and she's so like goofy and weird. She turned around. She goes, "Hi, stranger. How are you? Who are you?" I looked at her. I go, "Hi. I guess." What's up? And that's how I kind of like got to know her. I started, expanding my friends and all of that. That's the first thing I remember about freshman year.
You met at lunch, right?
No, it was first period.
Yes. I forgot her name. It was English though, right?
Rosie.
No, history.
Rosie.
No. I'm talking about the teacher. I forgot her name.
Miss Burns. Her name was Miss Burns. Most of our teachers left though. They won't be able to see us graduate. Miss Burns, Mr. Finley, Miss Sullivan. Most of them left. I do miss my teachers though. They were really good. I liked them.
A lot of friends left too.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment of high school?
My favorite moment was when I joined the wrestling team, and I remember the first couple of weeks I was like, I couldn't take it, but it was just too much. But I kept going, and I was like, when I had my first match, I placed second, and I lost on some weird stuff, but that was my first time where I realized that hard work does pay off. And
how was it like being a wrestler? Cause
it's like fighting. I love it. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the grind. I was just day in, day out, putting in work, pushing myself to higher limits. It was just, now it's a part of my life. You feel me? It's something that I can't lose. It's a trait that I've forged into my mindset, that hard work is what it takes to be the best, and I want to be the best.
My favorite high school moment, I had to say, was going to see Hamilton on Broadway. I don't know, it was just...
I got kicked out.
It was just something about it. I just liked the musical, and not only that, I got to go with my friends. I got to see one of my friends perform on stage, and he did this little cool rap about, Hamilton and his life on stage. I joke around with him every now and again about that, but it was a fun moment to sit there, watch this musical, learn a little bit more about history before I came back into school and was able to talk about it with, the students and the teacher.
Any changes? Anything new from the 4 years?
Not. My mindset was always get in, learn, make friends, get out. It's always been the same. I don't think it's ever changed. What about you?
A lot changed. From the moment I stepped in Newark and from now, a lot has changed. Like, the friends, the way I think, who I talk to, where I go after school, everything has changed.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, growing up, I used to always play basketball, and I haven't played basketball. When I first came to high school, I stopped playing basketball for a good 3 years, and I just lost it. I lost it, and when I tried to join the basketball team my freshman year, it hit me like it's gonna just take way more than just, coming on, making it, and doing what you gotta do on the court. It hits you when you try and make it big. You gotta work harder than what the hell you think you have to.
Any life lessons you learned from high school?
A life lesson I learned. I'd say just work hard. keep certain friends closer than others because
Word.
you don't know who's going to be with you throughout your whole life.
Keep your friends closer, keep enemies closer.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
But yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do to make it. Now that you're a senior, what would you be able to tell your freshman self if you could go back?
Just be yourself. Just shit, don't try to fit in. Don't try to do something that you're not. Just be yourself. That's it. Make people love you for you.
Yeah.
I don't mess with that fake stuff. So just don't do that.
One of the things that me and you shared when we first met, I don't know if you remember this, we met in the gymnasium with Miss Johnson. And it was me, you, and Jonathan, and we were sitting there. And I was by myself because I didn't know anybody at the time. And we were supposed to do like sit-ups or push-ups.
Something like that.
And it turned into a competition between me, you, and
Oh,
Jonathan.
yeah, I remember. I beat all y'all, right?
Okay, yeah, whatever. So basically, that's how me and you met. And Jonathan's not here anymore.
Word.
And
He didn't pass away.
No. Jonathan moved. We lost a lot of friends, not in that way, but you know they had to transfer schools for certain reasons. We lost Jonathan. We lost a lot of friends, and you know the main one is Jonathan though. But
Word.
you know he was a cool guy.
Everything else was just
Random.
misunderstandings. And all that.
Yeah, misunderstandings.
It
and
happens.
stuff. If I could go back in time and tell myself, my freshman self, something, it would be, you know, don't push yourself too hard. It's okay to just sit back and enjoy yourself because not everything's just gonna come to you and not everything's just gonna be easy. You know, enjoy the little things, you know. You can't just get upset just because something's not going in your way, you know.
Or take every day, day by day, and just be patient and persistent.
One thing that happened to me, matter of fact, let me just start with you. What is one thing that happened to you senior year that is preparing you for your outside life?
One thing I learned that was that whatever you know, keep it to yourself. Because whoever you tell things to, they can easily backstab you.
Yeah, that's true.
Worry about yourself before you worry about others.
And that happens a lot in the real world where you sit there and you could tell one friend something and it could be like a big secret that you want them to keep. And then they go to that other person, they start yelling at them, and you know, all this big drama happened just because you know you wanted to sit there and tell a friend something. Yeah. One of the things that happened to me recently that prepared me for the outside world was the passing of my grandmother and my grandfather. It's alright. The thing about that is, you know, my grandmother, I've known her for 5 years, and it does hurt me, but not as much as my grandfather, where I've known him for all my life, and I fought to stay with him for a lot of my life. And when that happened, you know, I still think about him every now and again. I think about both of them every now and again. But something tells me that I gotta stay strong. I gotta keep moving forward. I gotta be a man that, you know, he would want me to be. I wanna be just like him. And last thing before we cut this whole segment off, what are you doing after high school?
Following my dreams. I'm definitely going to college. I'm gonna try it out.
Do you know what college?
That is for me to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Same. My plan is to go straight to college after high school. No playing around. Just go straight there, get what I gotta get done. That way, I can enjoy my career after I'm done with it. But that has been this segment for Teen Talk Newark. Thank you for joining us.
Shout out to everybody who stayed real. My boy Isaiah over there. Love you, bro. Jonathan, I miss you, bro. And follow me on Instagram. Feel me? Everybody clap it up. Clap it up.